Live for North Carolina. We're rolling.
What's up? It's Rick Dees. And the day my life got organized is the day I met Dr. J. Lamar Gray. Wait a minute. Stop everything. He's number one.
You are tuned into Dr. J's Pop Culture Show. Dr. J, the sexiest pop culture show in the world. I'm here with news, music, and fun. And if you're not careful, you may learn something before you're done. So it's time to say, give it to me straight, doctor. I can take it.
We go again. More.
Thank you, Dr. J.
And look at me. I'm going to make something of myself. And one day, I'm going to be somebody.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody from North Carolina.
Hey. Keep it down. I know you're out in the sticks now, but you don't have to act like you're from the sticks.
Live in the sticks.
Hello. It's
Hello,
me
everyone.
and Patricia Ray. Patricia Ray, we got to add you to that intro.
Yes, I felt a little excluded.
You were. That's the old intro I use for my now debunked New HD Los Angeles radio show.
Attention, everyone. We are no longer on New HD Radio LA, correct?
No, we're not. We're not on New HD Los Angeles. We don't have to take commercial breaks anymore, promos. We don't have to watch the time. We can go 24 hours. We should do that. We should do a 24-hour show on YouTube one day. Just 24 hours straight broadcast.
I'll be sleeping.
I've done that. I did that at Rick D's Studios. I did a 24-hour show with a bunch of people, and I fell asleep towards the end for about a couple hours. But
So
I had
people
do
watched
it.
you sleeping on the internet?
Well, I had other guests that would take over and do certain things.
I see.
But I was trying to break the world record. We should look and see what the world record is for YouTube live events
Okay.
and try to, if it exists, and try to beat it. If it's 5 days,
do
so
it.
be it. Me and
Let's
Patricia
do it.
Ray breaking the Guinness Book World Record YouTube broadcast.
Be breaking something. I don't know if it's the Guinness Book of World Records.
Well, we'll have to look it up, and you have to have a record. It's not hard. You just call down there and say we're attempting to do something.
Call down there.
If it's never been done before, they need a rep to verify it. So it's probably never been done before. If it's like 4 hours, there's no cash prize to it, but there's like thousands of Guinness Book of World Records for all kind of crap.
Well, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Go ahead. I'm waiting for you to ask me about all of the KISS pictures and posters behind me.
Oh, that's right.
I'm in my new studio.
We're not in radio anymore. Everybody can see us.
That's right.
So, Patricia Ray, this workstation you have in North Carolina is amazing. You've painted yourself in a corner there with art.
I have. This is my, we're staying at my husband's cousin, who's also named Matt. We're staying at Matt's house in Waxhaw.
So this is temporary? This is temporary living?
Oh, yes. Waxhaw, North Carolina. But I'm actually coming to you live from, watch this.
What's that?
A recliner.
Oh, okay. I didn't know where that was going. Like, okay.
He's got a recliner in every room. It's
Really?
a requirement.
Does he have back issues?
No. I guess people here just like to relax.
They like to relax. Hey, life moves slow in North Carolina. So you made it out there safely. Tell us about the trip. What was the trip? It was a road trip, right?
It was a road trip. Roughly 6 days with our 2 dogs in the back seat. We drove. The minimum drive was 4 hours. The maximum drive was 12 hours.
Okay.
So we made it to, first day we made it to Flagstaff, Arizona, spend the night. We went into town. We had the really good sushi in Flagstaff, but believe it or not, even though it's very, very far from the ocean. in downtown Little Flagstaff. Then we drove the next morning to Sedona, spent 2 nights in beautiful Sedona. Dogs hate Sedona. There's nowhere for the dogs to go to the bathroom. There's no grass. There's
Okay.
nothing green in Sedona. It was very, very hot, but very beautiful. We stayed at a beautiful hotel with an amazing view. Then we drove to what comes after Arizona?
Mexico?
Oh, New Mexico.
New Mexico.
We should have stopped in the pretty Santa Fe, but we went to Albuquerque, and Albuquerque was not attractive.
And just so you know, there's a lot of things that follow Arizona, but I know that because I used to go on road trips with my family. The natural road is Phoenix, Arizona, then New Mexico, and then Tennessee.
We were going the old route. We took Route 66, old Route.
That's where it takes you, right there through Arizona. That's how I knew that. All the motorhome
we
trips.
actually had lunch in this really cute town where the Eagles, was that the Eagles?
The singing group or the real
the
Eagles?
group where they sang that song about
Hotel California?
No, stopped in Albuquerque, blah 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 blah. Anyways, it's a very famous song. We took pictures with the wings. It's a group with the wings. I don't know.
So
anyway.
to quote Bugs Bunny, you didn't take a wrong turn at Albuquerque?
We did not.
Okay.
And we only had lunch there.
Okay.
Then we pushed on to Santa Fe. That was an 8-hour day. Then we stopped in Oklahoma City, which I really liked. I thought it was a really pretty city, very clean, lots of restaurants, lots of things to do. Actually, I would have liked to stay an extra night. The hotel was spectacular. We stayed at a really, really nice Hilton with basically living room, like a suite. Beautiful. The dogs loved it.
Yeah.
Then we
went breakfast the next morning in the Hilton kitchen like they do, the make your own waffles and stuff?
No, because, they said that you could get breakfast downstairs at one of the those chef restaurants, but it was a long wait, so we just hopped in the car because we got up at we got up every day at 6:00 in the morning, and we were in the car by 7.
Okay.
And it really saved a lot of time because when you get to wherever you're going, you still have a full day to kind of explore and, go out to dinner and walk the dogs and rest. Then we went to Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh, of course, Tennessee.
Stayed at a friend's house. We went into Nashville because I was dying to see Nashville. And it's basically like a small Vegas. Kind of lots of drunk people, sloppy, cheesy, loud.
Did you drive by Graceland?
We didn't make it to Memphis. I was disappointed. Only because we didn't know what to do with the dogs if we went inside. Because they would have had to sit in the car all day.
Okay.
And then from Oklahoma, we made it to North Carolina in 6 hours.
I would have
8
thought
hours.
Graceland is more dog friendly. It's not?
I don't know. I mean, we never went, so.
Now, I have to stop you and go back to Arizona because you said you stopped in Flagstaff, which I knew was in Arizona. You know how I know that?
How do you know that?
Because that's where the Griswolds stopped in the original Vacation movie, and Aunt Edna died. We had to take her to Flagstaff. I never heard of Flagstaff until I saw that movie when I was like 10 years old. So
wow.
Never been to Flagstaff, but that's where they had to take Aunt Edna when she was strapped to the hood of the car, the ceiling of the car.
Yes.
So that's why I know about Flagstaff. I know nothing else about Flagstaff, but that's where the Griswolds took Aunt Edna after she died.
It's also a big town right before you get to the Grand Canyon.
Did you get to the Grand Canyon?
No. We've been there before already. So.
I've never been to the Grand Canyon. It is my bucket list to do that. And I would like to hike down the Grand Canyon like Oprah did with Stedman.
Oh, yeah. It's a long hike. I mean, we only went
I can imagine.
like 2 hours down and then 2 hours up, and we didn't even get to the bottom.
Okay. So how was the fighting? Did you guys fight? This is 6 days on the road with somebody. You love them.
Oh,
Come on. Did you fight over the map? This way,
I
I'm hungry. You
I
drive.
washed all of those memories away with lots of
Okay.
wine and tequila.
On the road.
Yes, on the road.
I mean, what do
What
you
did we
fight about? Do you
fight
fight about
about?
radio stations? Do you fight about air
No.
conditioning? I mean, I've never been on the road with somebody that long.
What did we fight about? I don't think we really had any big arguments.
Okay.
Just kind of like towards the end when we were getting hungry. It was
Uh-huh.
like, let's stop. When are we gonna stop? I'm hungry. I'm getting cranky. That's
You're always
whenever.
hungry. You're always
Yeah,
cranky.
I get hangry. My
We just
my
ate an hour
lounge
ago.
just
You
up.
hungry again? Okay. Well, I'm glad you made it safely. You made it just in time for the 250-year anniversary
We did.
in this
We
country.
celebrated 4th of July here in North Carolina.
How is it in North Carolina to celebrate the 4th of July?
Well, it was really nice for us because my cousin, not Matt's cousin, has a really beautiful home on Lake Wiley, which kind of borders South Carolina in a town called Belmont. It's one of the smaller lakes, but he lives right on the lake, up on a precipice. He has lake views. He has a beautiful infinity
That's
pool,
beautiful.
and you could see fireworks from his pool. So we were in the pool watching fireworks.
Well, he's your cousin now too by marriage. Is cousin Matt there by himself?
He does. He lives in a 4-bedroom, 4 full bath, 2,500 square foot house by himself. He has woods in the backyard. It's like trails all around the community. The dogs absolutely love it here. So quiet.
Scene
so
for a good
peaceful.
murder. Sounds
It
like.
is.
Well, why leave? Why not wear out? Well, don't leave until you wear out your welcome.
Yes,
He
that
didn't
is
want you
true.
to stay.
Well, you know how family gets. Well, how long are you staying? When are you?
It's
Are you
fine.
looking? Are you looking? Did you find a place? We were like, we literally just got here 2 weeks ago.
Like, dude, it's a 4-bedroom house, dude. Relax, okay? You can't be
Yeah.
that happy by yourself. It's not good to be in this much
No,
space by yourself.
he's been super gracious. He's like, you guys take your time. It's family. Family's like, well, how long you gonna be there? How long
Yeah.
is it gonna take to get a house? And we're like,
Are you
Jesus.
looking?
Are you looking?
You got to watch out for the referral. That's the big key. You know, I saw a place over there.
Uh-huh.
down the
Everywhere we
road.
go, every restaurant, someone knows someone who's selling a house.
Yeah. I saw a place. I just happened to see a place. You know, it'd be perfect for you guys. The referral, the passive aggressive furl. Like, saw a place the other day there. You know, you may want to look into that. Well, you're there for the Hollywood stuff. You're there for, you know, to move, and because North Carolina is going to be the next big Hollywood thing.
That's what we're trying to do here. Start a new studio system.
And when you do that, you are going to have equality all over the place, right?
That's what we're hoping.
You're gonna have so much equality, like Christopher Nolan's newest project, The
That's
Odyssey.
right. I knew you were going somewhere with the equality.
Even if it doesn't exist. So you're the Hollywood maven here. You know, I'm just a former independent, low budget filmmaker.
You are.
I love Christopher Nolan ever since he did, what's that movie with Guy? The guy?
What guy?
The
Leonardo
Photograph?
DiCaprio?
The Photograph. His name's Guy. The actor's name's Guy.
Guy
Leonardo
Ritchie?
DiCaprio. Well, the guy that took the photos of himself because he had short-term memory. He had the tattoos. What's the name of that film?
Memento.
Memento. That was my first introduction to Christopher Nolan. I love that film all the time. And I can't say I really loved anything as much as that, but he's got a new film coming out called The Odyssey.
Yes, it's
with
a
Matt
remake.
Damon. It's a remake, and it's a fantasy film. And you take it there. Apparently, he cast the beautiful
Lupita.
Lupita. I want to say it slow, so I say it right. Lupita as Helen of Troy.
Yes. Lupita Nyong'o.
And people
Who is
have
black.
who's black, and And of course, she's from the motherland. So Elon Musk immediately had a problem with this because apparently he thinks Helen of Troy looked like blonde hair, blue eyes, or Kim Kardashian in his mind.
Yes.
And
So
yeah,
there's a lot of backlash.
and
She's getting a lot of backlash, especially on the internet.
listen, guys, all of you that have this beautiful perception of women in like the 1800s, it really wasn't a thing. There was no makeup, there was no weaves, there was no plastic surgeons. Women were beautiful, but they were a little rougher than we got. They wasn't they wasn't doing their eyebrows, you know. We
Pluck
didn't have
in,
to
pluck in.
pluck in,
Mhm.
pluck out. They didn't have the bustiers. They smelled good probably because they have the myrrh and the cinnamon and stuff like that. But most women, even the sexiest women back in Jesus' days, was probably a little rough. Okay, so
Yes, I totally agree. But this is a mythical fantasy. And in Greek mythology, Helen of Troy, often called Helen of Sparta, was the daughter of Zeus and Leda. And she
mhm,
was famed for her beauty. I mean, she could stop the world with her beauty. The
yes,
Trojan horse, that whole that whole war was fought over her beauty. So people are upset because they don't, like you said, they don't agree with his perception of what beauty is. He's saying it's in his and it's an interpretation of the new text, and he says that i- in these conversations have to happen after people see the film. You know, people are already criticizing the film, they haven't even seen it, but the casting does include some interesting casting. He cast Elliot Page
mm-hmm,
as the Sinon, a Greek soldier.
mm-hmm,
um, um Zendaya is in it.
mm-hmm.
Like you said, Matt Damon is in it.
And
So
Trevor Scott.
Trevor Scott is in it.
Yeah.
And well, he said what I learned over my time on that trilogy is you can't worry about any of it. You have to honor the original text by interpreting it in the strongest personal way that you can. So in the end, if the fans don't like it, well, you know, that's up to them, but he's going to stay true to what he feels like original and open-minded casting. And but a lot
Uh-huh.
of people are upset because mostly I've like conservatives are saying that, well, I hope that he gets enough, you know, liberals to come see the movie to make up for the other half of the audience that will probably not show up. But I think controversy actually fuels movies like this because people are going to want to see what the hubbub is. And a lot of times you do change your mind. You do say, oh, I see, you know, like casting Elliot Page, former Ellen Page, who, you know, now he's a transgender male.
Mm-hmm.
But Elliot has worked with Christopher Nolan before on that movie. What was the one where they go through the different universes?
Got me. Oh, with Denzel's son? Oh, that's a different film.
Works.
Yeah, I can't remember. Well, but there's Charlize Theron's in it as well. John Leguizamo. Bill Irvin.
Inception. That was the
Inception.
one.
That was, you're right. Inception. That was the one.
Yeah.
Well,
And
didn't they do this?
as what?
Well, didn't they do the same thing for the new Star Wars, right? We had a bunch of diversity in there. They had Jimmy Smits. They made it very diverse as far as characters and casting. Because Star Wars, like this, The Odyssey, is a make-believe fantasy film. So you can cast anybody you want in this. I mean, and to think that conservatives...
And who measures beauty? beauty is in the eye of the beholder, right?
Yeah.
One person on X said, "We don't need to see this film. We know you bowed to the forces that say you must hire based on skin color or protected less to win awards. Hire based on merit, not DEI bullshit."
Merit. Oh,
Yes,
okay.
merit.
Because we
It
have so
is
much people
insane to
working
think.
right now with merit in
I
government,
know,
right?
right? It is insane to think that people think you'd have to experience a disaster to know it's a disaster or a disaster in the making, said another person. So I don't know. I think that time will tell. The movie will come out. I think some women just exude beauty, and beauty
Uh-huh.
can be elegance. Beauty can be charisma. Beauty can be presence and courage and strength, right? So we'll see what happens.
Well, Lupita is a fine actress, and she addressed it and said she's not even going there. She says she's not engaging with the criticism. She says it's going to be there whether she engages or not. So she's not even going there. And I agree at the end of the day. And listen, most conservatives or extreme conservatives have never even heard the story of Helen of Troy. Okay.
Exactly.
They didn't
That's
read
the
the
other
book.
thing. People are criticizing a thing that they have no idea what they're talking.
Yeah, they're just getting on board, and this is helping. And one of the films that came out in the last 20 some odd years that irritated me was the film 21. You remember that film? It was a heist film about a bunch of MIT students and Kevin Spacey, the professor that went to Vegas to take down the house. That it came and went 2008. Kevin Spacey played a college professor, and he had these students that went to Vegas, and they were good at card counting, and it became a whole thing. But that movie was based on a book called Bringing Down the House, which was a 2003 bestseller. The real story was about a bunch of Asian kids and their Asian professors going to Vegas and card counting and eventually getting busted. So, but when they did the film version, they cast mostly white people and one Asian person. Okay. And this was a true story. This actually happened. So don't give me all this, well, they can't do what they felt, this and that. You had an actual story that was whitewashed for Hollywood. Okay. Where you took a bunch of Asian, not black folks, Asian people who were MIT students who took down a casino, and then you cast everybody to white. So that happened. And they said at the time, well, sometimes it's hard to find Chinese actors, which is bull crap, because 6 years before that, there was a film in 2002 called Better Luck Tomorrow that premiered at the Sundance Film Festival and got all these accolades, which was an all Asian cast directed by Fast and Furious director Justin Lin. So 6 years later, you say, well, it's hard to find Asian actors. This whole film was based Better Luck Tomorrow. And by the way, if you've never seen Better Luck Tomorrow, it's a very gritty, independent film. I call it the Asian version of Minister Society. It's about a group of Asian kids who are honor roll students, and they're covered. Since they're honor roll students, no one questions them when they're walking down the street at night with a backpack because they think they're going to a study group. But they were selling drugs and got into guns and all kind of things. And their whole perception was, since I'm Asian, nobody questions that. So and based on a true story, by the way, based on a true story where
highly
a kid was killed.
recommended by Dr. J. I haven't seen it. So
Better Luck
just
Tomorrow.
so we know the theme or the basis of the movie by Christopher Nolan. Legendary Greek warrior Odysseus, who's played by Matt Damon, goes on a grueling 10-year journey back to his kingdom in Ithaca after the Trojan War. Plagued by mythical monsters, angry gods, and time-bending flashbacks, he struggles to return to his family. So basically, it's after the Trojan War. So it doesn't even have to do with really Helen of Troy's beauty being the precipice of this war. It already happened. So it doesn't have to be this mythical goddess. Like, she could be more human.
Do you think they would have had a bigger fuss about it if it was like Halle Berry or no fuss at all?
I
Or
do,
is it just a
actually. I think it's
Lupita thing?
because Lupita Nyong'o she's a dark-skinned black woman, and
Mm-hmm.
I think people are still racist about, even among themselves and among, like, even Latinos. Um, with the darker skinned Latinos don't have as much success or can even experience racism within their own culture. And if it had been a Halle Berry, or even if Zendaya had played her, or like a Vanessa Williams or someone like that, I don't think there would have been a problem. But I just think because Lupita's so traditionally looking, like African looking, that I think people are incensed by it.
Yeah, except for the pornography, of course, because when you go into the adult film sites, there's all kind of diversity there. You don't mind a black woman or a
Oh,
Hispanic
that's
woman,
right.
in
When
there at
she's
all.
getting a mouthful of penis, that's okay.
Yeah, exactly. When she's handling her business butt naked, you got no problem with diversity then.
Problem. Hey, no
You
problem
won't-
there.
No problem. You'll take a dark skinned, shapely sister then, or an Hispanic sister then. But no, God forbid, you can't do a Hollywood movie. Jeez.
Mhm. The one thing I do question about the casting is Elliot Page is playing like this mythical, like Greek god soldier. And in general, he is a tiny person, 110 pounds wet. I don't buy that. And it's not because he's transgender. It's just because physically, I don't believe he's the soldier type.
You're not
So I
buying
think
that.
that was miscast.
Especially in those days, because those guys were like Greek god soldiers. You had to
Exactly. So
qualify.
yes, that I don't buy. That's like casting Urkel to play, like the original Urkel before he got all beefed up, because he did get beefed up.
Yeah, he got beefed up and he grew a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, they missed the mark on that one. Okay. Well, good luck, Christopher Nolan. I think at the end of the day, it won't be a problem. And I have a problem with people who make a problem when there's no problem at all. It's just a freaking movie. Go out and have a good time, have some popcorn.
Go out and
Jeez.
have a good time.
It's
Go
not going
out
to
and have a
change.
good
It's not going to change the course of society. God
No,
forbid. It's not going to
it's
send
just
gas
an
prices up.
interpretation, people.
It's not going
It-
to send gas prices up. It's not going to discriminate against people. It's not going to raise your groceries up. It's not going to cause wars. It's just a movie.
Just a movie.
Go out and have
You
a
know
good
what
time.
is going to cause outrage is
What's that?
the glass they've been finding in the Pillsbury dough.
Pillsbury Doughboy. He's got some
He's
questions.
full of holes. Glass sticking out.
I think it's an
General
inside
Mills.
job.
Listen to this. This is insane, because this is like not even 1 or 2 or 3 or 10 or 1,000. 736,000 Pillsbury bread rolls have been recalled because by the Food and Drug Administration because of containing glass. This includes 3,000 bread rolls and hard rolled doughs, 555,000 rolls, which is 12,000 cases of the Kaiser rolls,
Mm-hmm.
and
Kaiser
144 rolls of the cinnamon rolls. The recall notice says these rolls contain potential foreign material.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't already if you read the ingredients to some of this stuff, it's got a lot of foreign ingredients.
You have to,
What's one more?
There are a lot of foreign ingredients in there, but none that can, like, kill you right off the bat.
Okay. Glass.
General Mills distributed the cases of frozen rolls in not 1 state, not 2 states, not 5 states. Arkansas, California, Florida, Georgia, Indiana, Louisiana, Maine, Missouri, New Mexico, New York, Ohio, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, Tennessee, Texas, Virginia, Washington, and Wyoming.
Hey, wait a minute, Patricia Ray. Did you just come out of those states a couple weeks ago? This is not
Pretty
you.
much traveled
That's
through
not-
every one of those states.
I think you're a suspect, Patricia Ray. Are you sitting
Luckily,
there?
I didn't try to warm up any frozen rolls in a microwave in my hotel room.
Okay. I was thinking maybe you're responsible for this in somehow.
So, thaw, proof, and bake for easy bake, back of house preparation and low labor. The description for the Pillsbury roll product reads, "What are they doing about this? In addition to the popular brands, no, they don't. They don't even say what they're doing. They're just recalling them."
Well, if you listen, they have a bunch of lot numbers here, Best Buy this, Best Buy that. I always tell people that when there's a recall of a product, just don't buy any of the product. Don't buy the brand at all. Don't buy
Yeah.
anything Pillsbury, okay? Just in case they missed a few. You don't need it anyway. FDA said this is a class 2 event. Class 2 pretty much means you're not going to die.
So
If
the
it's class
fragments are
1,
very small. How do they
yeah,
even know then that there was glass in them?
because somebody bit into it and said, there's glass in this, and they took it back, and it's always, that's how it starts. Somebody actually takes one for the team. They do. They bite into it. They don't have tasters at these places, just so you know. There's nobody
Jesus.
saying the chief taster, let me taste 1 out of 5 of these and make sure they're good. Somebody buys it, they bite into it, and they cut their lip or something and say, what the heck is that? That's crunchy. Then they go to the store and say they curse the management out. And then, of course, the store usually does the thing and says, hey, a customer found glass in this. So they stop it. So all it takes is 1 or 2 people to get the ball rolling, or maybe 20. That's how these things start getting recalls. So they don't know for sure, but somebody took one for the team. And let's hope they weren't that seriously hurt. But you won't die. But you don't want to, and this has become a thing. Trader Joe's had some recalls. Was there some glass found in their stir-fried rice, their Chinese fried rice? So I don't know what the thing is glass is. I mean, I don't know if it's plastic glass. I don't know if it's the original glass that can hurt you. I don't know what this is, but there's been so many recalls at Trader Joe's. We actually stopped shopping
Luckily,
there.
there's no Trader Joe's in North Carolina, so I don't have to
No.
worry about it.
Oh, really? Oh, God.
I haven't seen a one. What you do have to worry about is dying at Vaughn's, because if you die at Vaughn's, shoppers will keep shopping, apparently.
So if you open a can of Pillsbury right there and start eating it raw, you're going to die in Vaughn's. Yes, in Granada Hills, out here in California where you used to live.
That's right.
there was a person, they had a medical emergency in the San Fernando Valley where a customer had a medical emergency, which meaning they had a heart attack or a stroke. That we don't know of because nobody's an expert. There's no doctor. You know, I say, is there a doctor in the house? And Dr. J says, I'm a doctor. No, a medical doctor, you idiot.
3. Any doctors on aisle 3?
On aisle 3. So someone passes out. They died. Employees are instructed by management.
This really, really gets me.
To block the customer's dead body, corpse. Let's call it a corpse.
Yeah.
Using in see-through shopping carts and umbrellas. Now, I'm wondering, did somebody spin this? Did they dump the body in a shopping cart and cover it with an umbrella? Or did you just line up some carts and then you put umbrellas, which you're probably going to mark down to half price now? Right?
How disrespectful. I mean,
this is bad.
The customer's body allegedly remained in the aisle for 4 hours. 4 hours while shoppers continued to shop in the store.
That is what happens. That's the protocol. If somebody has a heart attack, they call 911. They come out, the emergency crew, to try to save life. They look for a pulse, a heartbeat, something. If they get a pulse or heartbeat, they shock the heart and they do all these things and there's some sign of life, they scoop them up and take them to the hospital. If the emergency team shows up and they've done all they can to revitalize and there's no sign, they cannot take the body with them. You have to call the morgue at that part and get them properly done, which could take for hours. I have relatives who's in that business. And just so you know, when it comes to mortuaries and morgues, they're not sitting like emergency services, like 911 ready to go.
Mhm.
They're usually at home doing something. They get a call. They have to go get ready. Their thing is to wear professional clothes. They won't just show up with shorts and t-shirt. The wardrobe for a mortuary is to have shirt and tie in business attire. So they have to come up very professional.
Right? A
Yes,
respectful
respectful.
tone. Unlike
Respectful.
Vaughn's unrespectful tone, allowing shoppers to continue to shop. You don't think
Yeah.
that's disrespectful?
Yeah, because my point was that it could take hours for the mortuary people to get there. Yes, the store should have been closed down. The store should have been stopped at that point. We're blocking, we're shutting down temporarily, turn people away. This is not spilled milk in aisle 3 where you get the mops and you put the little yellow signs and send slippery. This is
Slippery when wet, dead people on the floor.
yeah, there's blood on the floor. What if this person was bleeding out of their eyeballs and you shut the bakery down and you immediately draw attention anyway because you got these shopping carts and umbrellas blocking everything? I understand the family was there grieving at the time
Yes.
while you got some idiot asking for where the Pop-Tarts are. So, and
Yes.
they can't get to the bakery because they're trying to get their cupcake.
Excuse
What
me,
the hell's going on there?
Can you move that dead body? I'm trying to get to the powdered milk,
Yes, I'm trying to get to my cinnamon rolls over
to the
there.
mashed potatoes
Can you pass those
in a
over?
box.
And in Vaughn's,
Seriously.
the cinnamon rolls, the bakery side is over there by the fried chicken and the hot food, right?
The Pillsbury dough aisle was closed, but the rest of the supermarket was
Yeah,
open.
we got to close the Pillsbury dough aisle, though. You know,
There's
we're going to leave
glass
this
in there.
open.
Can't have that.
Yeah,
So in
somebody should be
brief-
written up.
They
Go
should.
ahead. You got a statement there?
In a brief statement, Vaughn's parent company, Albertsons, stated, "We are saddened by this tragic situation, and our thoughts are with the individuals, families, and loved ones. Our team immediately contacted emergency responders, supported their efforts in responding to the medical emergency, and created a safe and respectful area around the incident while
No, you didn't.
customers continued to shop."
No, you didn't. That's not cool. That's not cool. But you know, what do you expect from a Vaughn's manager? I mean, these people don't have degrees in business management. These people are just there. They got sales to make. These are the people every once a month, they're going to sit down in a show me meeting. A show me meeting is basically when management starts breaking out the numbers at the end of the month and say, well, what the year to date numbers are. What are your goals here? How many sales did you have? Usually stuff that is beyond their control, you have to answer for. How come sales were down this month? Well, you know, we had that incident with the dead body, then we shut the store down. Why'd you shut the store down? Well, there's a dead body in the corner. Well, was it all over the place or one dead body? So this is what these people face every month. They got numbers to produce and their numbers are lacking because they shut the store down for 4 to 8 hours. Then they have to answer for that later, which motivates them to make very stupid, insensitive decisions like this one.
That is correct. That is correct.
No, this is terrible. And I think I don't know if there's a lawsuit here. I don't know if there's any there for that. But
Well, it could be turned into a movie and made at Warner Brothers Paramount before the
maybe
merger.
a year's free grocery shopping in Vaughn's. We'll settle out for that. Yeah, a movie about somebody. That'd be a dark comedy, Patricia Ray. You're going somewhere with this, Patricia Ray, aren't you? You're trying to move on down to your Hollywood thing. Why'd you
That's
move away
right.
from Hollywood if you're so engulfed in it?
Because I'm an actress.
Oh, okay.
And I can act from anywhere. And Hollywood is always full of ridiculousness.
Oh, tell me about it.
Yeah.
Speaking
so
of which,
right now, you know, there's the Warner Brothers Paramount merger that not only are attorney generals trying to be block it, but the Writers Guild has thrown in their writers hat. The Writers Guild of America West and East have filed a lawsuit seeking to block the Paramount Skydance proposed $111 billion takeover of Warner Brothers Discovery, alleging it violates federal antitrust law and would cause specific harm to writers. Because basically, it's going to be one huge conglomerate no other
Yeah.
studios. So competition is what creates fair market, right? If one person owns everything, they can charge you whatever they want because you don't have a choice. You have to buy it from them. And when you
Yeah.
have competition, a competitor can say, well, I can offer this for you lower, and you have a choice now. So that's what they're using as their reasoning for their lawsuit, because they're saying that now they can say they can lower price wages for writers. They get to choose what projects are greenlit. So if they have control of all the things that are being made, they can make less product because they don't have to.
Yeah.
And the lawsuit was filed on Tuesday in the U.S. District Court of Northern District, California. It comes a day after 12 Democratic state attorney generals also filed a lawsuit to block the merger, alleging that the Paramount Warner Brothers would have an anti-competitive power in theatrical and basic cable TV markets. That's another thing they could do, is they can raise like your subscriptions. They could say, oh, now everyone's subscription is $35 and we don't have a choice. We'll have to either have no subscription or pay what they say.
Now, this was a throwback, too, because back in the day, it was illegal for a studio to own a movie theater. Back in the 40s, I want to say, or the 50s. And there was a law made to prevent that. And that's why they separated them, because you wouldn't do it. Now, all these years later, we're seeing that come back again.
Exactly. With fewer competitors, the merge entity would have both the incentive and the ability. This is their answer. The Paramount said that with fewer competitors, that they would have the incentive and the ability to lower costs by suppressing writers' wages and reducing output. Writers will be paid less and have fewer employment opportunities.
Yeah.
But a Paramount rep said a stronger Hollywood only means something if it's stronger for its writers who power it. A combined Paramount Warner Brothers will have the scale and resources to reverse the current trends in our industry and expand opportunities for writers, not shrink them. I disagree. I really think that this is going to be a conglomerate that's going to gobble up all of the big projects, all of the tax incentives, and push out independent films, which is great because my husband and I were creating an independent studio for independent filmmakers here in North Carolina. We're already talking to the lobbyists to raise the tax incentives from 25 to 35% to be more competitive with states like New Jersey, New York, Louisiana, Georgia. So I really think they're doing themselves a disservice, and they're going to basically freeze Hollywood again.
Well, it's not about Hollywood, because the people who run Hollywood now, they're not artists.
They're just
money hungry people. They're stockbrokers.
Yeah, people on boards.
Yeah, they're on boards. They're making money. They're investors. They have stakeholders. Hollywood's no longer about artists or making money or competitive. It's just about people who already have more than enough money trying to have more money that they can't live long enough to spend. That's what this comes down to. Like I said, I think
it's about greed. You know, and this administration perpetuates that type of greed, I believe, because they can't have enough.
When Gordon Gekko in the film Wall Street said greed is good, he didn't mean this type of greed. He meant greed in the sense of everybody's got a shot to make some money. That's what Gordon Gekko's definition. So don't give me that. And I heard that. Well, he said greed is good. Greed not good in monopoly good. Greed is good in competition. That's what he meant, that everybody has a shot of making money.
You have to have competition.
Yeah, you have to have competition. You have to have studios going against each other. I mean,
and you have to have options, because if one studio, for instance, which this studio is now going to be owned by Ellison, who's a very close ally to the Trump administration.
Mhm.
Do you see the trend of the kind of movies already that are going to start the stories that are going to start to be pushed forward? It's going to
Yeah.
all be very conservative leaning because they have the power now to greenlight the films. All of the films that are maybe
Propaganda
more
films. It's like Hitler did in Germany. You'll be able to
exactly.
design the movies to say what you want to say. It ruins award season because you could have one studio have a movie have all the best
Win all
picture
the
nominees.
awards because they have all the movies.
Exactly. So this is bad. This is
Bad.
bad, Patricia. I'm glad you and Matt are doing what you're doing out there lobbying and trying to create something because there's still room for independent. God, I'm going to the movies to see the new Spider-Man July 31st with some family friends. And it's like, I've been to the movies like 6 times this year, and I have not once seen something I wanted to see because there's nothing. I've seen nothing but animation and superhero movies. I've seen nothing independent like Forrest Gump,
You haven't
Big
seen
Fat Greek Wedding.
Backrooms or Obsession?
I haven't seen any of that. I haven't got a chance because the group of people and my sons want to go see the big superhero movies, and I'm just there for the damn popcorn.
You're basically their ride.
I'm their ride. I buy the tickets. I buy the
You're
snacks.
their ride and their wallet.
And I'm falling asleep in a superheroes movie while the world is coming to an end again. And so
Again.
I don't know what to do, but I'm glad you guys are doing what you're doing out there. It makes a lot of sense. These people do not run. It's like Mark Zuckerberg, baby. He's saying, well, AI is going to make more jobs. It's not going to make more jobs. It's going to make less jobs, and we know that. But that's what he says. And I love these companies come out with these big speeches. No, you've got it all wrong. It's going to make things better. I feel better if you just come out and say, you know what? This is going to make us a hell of a lot more money. At least I can respect that. But don't lie right to my face and saying you're doing me a favor.
And also, if they were more truthful and upfront about their agendas, people would get on the bandwagon and say, well, maybe I should learn AI. How can I use AI to my advantage? How can I learn new skills that will make me money, make me instrumental, make me part of the the new working force that's coming up.
Well, Patricia Ray, move on, Patricia Ray. Get out there, shake those hands, kiss those babies, or is it shake babies and kiss hands? I don't know which one you'll do. You can shake babies and kiss hands, and Mac will shake hands and kiss babies, or do the opposite of that. Well, Patricia Ray, our final minutes of our first cross-country show is done. Intergalactic show, pop culture show. And before I go, I know some of you, did you go on my Instagram, Strictly Dr. J? A fan came up to me in Costco, said, excuse me, are you Dr. J? I said, who wants to know? He said, I did say that.
So
and
suspicious.
He said, I'm a fan. I follow you on YouTube. You and Patricia Ray, the pop culture stuff. I said, get out. Are you local? He says, yeah, I live in, I don't want to say where I live, but he lives not too far from me. So it's amazing that algorithm worked. I didn't have to go somewhere far, some guy that lives closer to me than he ever knew. But at the same time, Patricia Ray, I did feel a little vulnerable too, because I was with my sons. And it could have been different. He could say, are you Dr. J?
Careful what you say.
I hate your opinion. I don't like that Patricia Ray at all. And she's next. But it didn't happen that way. He was very nice. And he said he loves how we keep it straight and we talk our opinions and come at it at a different angle. So thankful for him to come up and do that. And makes me wonder,
fan.
Thank you, fan.
Thank you. We're thanking you.
I don't know how you do it, Patricia Ray. Do people come up to you all the time and say, hey, you're Patricia Ray?
They used to more when I was on TV. Like when you're currently on TV, people recognize you. But once you're not in anything that's like current. No, not
Everything's
at the
current.
moment, but I'm
They're
going to change
streaming.
that. I'm planning on changing it.
Yeah, you can still watch All Rise. You can still
Still on
stream it.
Hulu.
You can go to Patricia Ray. We should do that next time. We want everybody to know, read off your library, and we're going to encourage people to have a Patricia Ray marathon in their
Oh, I
house,
like it.
which they
I
can
like
do.
it. Let's do it.
All right.
Next time.
All right, my friend. Thank you so much. We're off and running to our intergalactic state news show
Interstate
right on YouTube.
Pop culture show.
No hiding.
No more hiding.
And we're going to and tell Matt, I'm going to call him real soon. Got to do the baseball show again.
Baseball.
All right.
Peace out.
We're gone. Kiss.
I did blow a kiss.